Hello and welcome back, Josh, Sam and anyone else who's watching to Lviv and Let Die. Yes, that's right, we're back again. We're here in the first leg of the Champions League semi-finals. We're first going to play Sevastopol because what more exciting way can one spend a day than leading up to the next Champions League game by playing pretty rubbish Sevastopol game, or Sevastopol team. We're going to so we've just played the the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. We beat Shakhtar 3-1, and we're now through to the semi-finals where we will play Karpaty. But for now, we have things to be dealing with. Those things. So Badani will be out if he plays. Okay, so actually then he's going to not play in this one. Badani drops to the bench with... No, hang on. Let's just make some things work properly. Alexeyev can come in. We'll bring on Ashkenazi into the pitch there like that. We'll have Topalovic come back... Oh, no, it was Halstenberg come back in like that. And we'll have young Mr. Topalovic... Take this bloody hell phone over there, just turned on for the first time in about 3 weeks and has gone mental. We'll play Maxim Dogachev there, and we'll also have Ender's Game on the bench. We will play with Kofi. We're going to have to play with Kofi Donkor to give Nirbaton a chance to rest, and we'll start with Shungu for today. Up front, we'll give... Klein an opportunity. No, Klein plays well in Europe. We'll give Merino an opportunity. Kravchuk can come off for Ado, and Kuptsov. Where's he gone? What am I doing? That's what I wanted to do. Good. So let's go moving forwards now. Ask advice. Team moving on. Go out there and impress. I have faith in you. I have faith in you. I have faith in you. Let's win another league game. Doesn't really matter. Could have played that youngster up front, really, but we've got plenty of first-team strikers who don't get very many games, so why not let them play? Lacroix, maybe shouldn't have started him. He would have been good to have for the starting 11 for the Real Madrid game, but frankly, we've managed to get through the last couple of rounds without him, so he can be a substitute, I think. Now then, Halstenberg just heads wide. Okay, now Musa Kurt. Lacroix has it, gives it to Donkor. Donkor passes to Ender's Game. Lacroix gives it to Merino. Merino's shot could have been better. Okay, Alexeyev now with the ball to Marino. If we could just get this one over without too much faff, that'd be quite nice. They have two players called Andreev in their team, which is fun. We have already sorted out all the interesting places in this division. Stal and Zorya are both relegated, and so there's nothing exciting to watch out for in the last couple of games league-wise. Shungu, his cross, but no, Halstenberg hits the ball over from a corner. He went through a run of scoring pretty much every header that came to him in the box from corners. When was that? That was around one of the Champions League group games, and for about sort of 2 games before and 1 after, he scored in every game. Since then, I don't think he scored at all, which is kind of typical. But yes, Westrum to Kofi Donkor. Kofi Donkor turns and Morkan heads clear. Westrum seems to lose his mind and kicks it all the way to the other side of the pitch. I punched my screen seemingly in frustration, but actually no, I was just moving a cable. And now Merino plays the ball to Shungu. The ball falls to Lacroix after being put in by Shungu, but nobody manages to touch it home. It's a shame. One more goal will seal our 100 goals in the league this season. I think it shouldn't be a problem getting that one in this game. These are not very good at all. Lacroix, can he put it in? He doesn't quite. Andreev makes a good save. Shungu now. How was he possibly offside from that? It's ridiculous. Sevastopol, in fact, conceded a lot of goals this season, but they do seem to have done enough to stay up. Well, they definitely have done enough to stay up. Lacroix tries to put the ball in. The ball comes towards Lacroix, but it gets cleared, and then Ender's Game smashes wide. Smashes over. Ender's Game scored the first goal in the Shakhtar game, so good for him. He's on a relatively good scoring run. Oh, Musa Kurt takes the ball down and hits just wide. Okay, Alexeyev now to Marino. Alexeyev back to Benitez. Halstenberg now to Westrom, who I also need to be mindful of taking out of the team. Oh, Andreev makes a good save again. They seem to have an injured defender they've got? Yes, the centre-back there is injured. Shungu's cross comes in, Ender's Game heads over. And you've got to think that if that was one of the centre-backs, that probably would have gone in. It's at half-time, really. Bloody hell. Nothing really happened there. There was a huge chunk in that first 20 minutes when nothing happened. I'm going to say far from pleased, and then I'm going to calmly tell them they've got more to come. In fact, I told the defence they can make the difference, which is probably not the case in a game where we're utterly dominant. Are we utterly dominant? Pretty much, yes. Even possession-wise, we've got 64% possession. Halstenberg now to Westrom, up towards Marino. He lets it go, and Shungu wins it behind him. We lose it briefly, but then Lacroix is taken down. Within 2 minutes, we've won a penalty. It looks like Croatian... No, what's number 5? What's number 5? Dagachev, for some reason, steps up. He's only had one penalty all season, and he missed it. But he puts this one away, and I think that must be his first goal for the club. Yeah, first ever goal for Lviv. Dagachev puts it home nicely, and we have our 100th goal for the season. I can't remember what game it was he had a penalty, but he tried to play it in the same place, but absolutely ballooned it over the bar. It was insane. A genuinely terrible penalty, although I think we probably went on to win that game, considering we've gone on to win almost every game we've played this season. Ramanazov, yes. Okay, Merino now. Merino turns, plays the ball over to Donkor. Donkor with an encore. Donkor's ball in, lovely stuff, but the players managed to somehow clear it. Halstenberg, had plenty of options, decided not to use any of them, and has cleared it out, but somehow we won the throw, so okay. Ender's Game up to Marino. Shungu running forwards. Can he cross? He does. Donkor at the back post. Great save from Andreev again. He's on form today, is young Andreev, doing well. Shungu, can he get the cross in? He does, and they've given away another penalty. Nice. Dagachev with a chance to double his and our tally. Come on then, Mr. Dagachev. Is he going to tuck it home? He doesn't. He hits the post, in fact. And then we tried to cross the ball in to get the rebound, but no, it was cleared. Kovalenko now running with it. Dagachev tackles easily. Marino, can he force an opening? Not quite. Kovalenko clears. Ramazanov clears, but we pick it up again. Marino now. Is he going to go for a shot? No. Ender's Game does, though, and he hits that well over. They're very, very narrow. I think we can probably afford to take off Shungu. We can also probably afford to take off Kofi Donkor and let Nerbiton run himself a little bit into the ground. Let's see. Ender's Game to Lacroix. Lacroix to Kofi Donkor. Kofi Donkor's shot sails over the bar, but it would have been a sensational goal. The penalty spot here looks like the goalkeeper's tiny little glowing head. Not sure if that always looks like that, but it's something I've only just noticed there for him. The ball played up towards Merino, but unfortunately it was too close to the keeper. Andreev came out nicely. He's played very well, got to say. Ramazanov, his ball was lax, and now it's ended up with Lacroix, but his finish was pretty lackluster as well. Straight into the arms of Andreev. Now then, Alexeyev to Musa Kurt. Forward to Shihata, and now to Ender's Game. Gives it to Merino. Ender's Game. His shot goes just over the corner. What do we have going on elsewhere in the team that we can bring on, perhaps? Let's maybe give No, we don't need to make a change yet. And see, this is what's going to... I was considering taking him off. We're going to actually do it now. We're going to bring on Ashkenazi for Alexeyev. Marino. Can he curl one in? No, he can't. He goes instead for the near post, but just smashes over the bar. His straight shot. That's a shame. It's a concern, but it's a shame. Ashkenazi clears. Ashkenazi comes on. What am I talking about? Shahata now has the ball. Gives it to Marino. Marino, can he cross? He puts it back to Ender's Game. Ender's Game hits the post. It's another post for us this game. I think that's 2, is it? Or possibly 3 already. On the woodwork, 2. Holstenberg to Westrom. We hit the post a bloody lot. I don't know how many other teams... I wish you could do stats like that, see how many times in a game... across a season you hit the post. But anyway, Shahata crosses. Oh, Morkan drops to Biton. Biton just had to tap it home. He's in a nice little position, but he doesn't get there. Okay, now then, Roslach finds it to Westrom straight away. And with 80 minutes gone, Lacroix now running through on goal. Grebienski manages to tackle him, but Lacroix manages to recollect the ball. Shahata has it. Andreev manages to make a good save from point blank range. But the ball flies up to Marino, and Marino does beautifully there. That's going to be given as an own goal. You can always tell. Musa Kurt's been injured, and it looks like he might have to come off. But yeah, you can always tell by the way that the ball rolls in that slow. Like, they never finish like that. He would have just... I don't know about it. I don't know how to really explain it, but there's a difference in the... Yeah, you can see the way he came in to tackle him. Anyway, Grabinski scores an own goal. Marino robbed of a perfectly good goal, in my opinion. Shahata brings it in for Musa Kurt to head over. Razmanov. 3 minutes of added time. Roslak puts the ball forward towards Babichev. Oh, something went wrong there, and now Ashkenazi has it. Lacroix moving into the box. Oh, if he'd only taken an extra touch, he could have touched that home. But no, composure seems to be against us today. We've been very dominant. We just haven't been anywhere near clinical enough. We're going to have to write that against Real Madrid in the next round if we hope to go through. Marino now has it. I see that Lacroix has been injured. Shouldn't have played him in this game. Silly, silly, silly. Oh, the ball played forward to Marino, though. Oh, man, that goalkeeper's on fire. Jesus. Holstenberg, Musa Kurt. Yeah, well, we did really, really well in the second half. That's absolutely true. But flip, we were not good overall, and that's a concern going into such a big game. They had no shots, so I mean, we were not really in any risk of losing, but we didn't do ourselves any favours, made it more difficult than we needed to. Babichev. Oh, their manager was unhappy with their team talk. Okay, I thought that was our manager. Sorry, I thought that was one of our players. Yes, I thought it was a clear penalty. We'll just have to move on, I reckon so. Or did I? I don't know. I don't like saying that. Last time I voted for Ramiro Pringles, and I will do again because he has an excellent name, although Seabone is also good. Pringles could win Best Player of the Year. He's just got a brilliant name. He's also, that's a sensational record. Who does he even play for? I didn't even bother looking at him last year. I just was like, well, his name is Pringles. And so therefore, yes, please. Okay, I just want to quickly check on who Pringles actually is. And who does he play for? Ramiro Pringles. For Udinese, 31 years of age. He's a quality player, absolutely. I mean, he's been there for ages as well. What a player. And we could have probably signed him. Actually, no, that might not be true. That would have been just as we were sort of getting good. So no, we probably couldn't have. But yeah, good signing from them. Just ignore all those things. That's pretty much what I do now. Okay, Real Madrid. This is a replay of the final that we won 6 years back. We were dreadful that day, really, really bad. We won because of an own goal that Real Madrid scored in something like the 14th minute, and then they just were dreadful for the rest of it. I don't think we had another shot at all game. We were just poor. And so now, have we played them since? I'm not sure. We'll have to check. We will definitely do a check. We'll do a have we played them check before we play them. So if you guys could just get on with processing Sigma Olamots and their games, that'd be really good. Come on, the Sunday the 25th of April. No one's playing on that day normally. Fab. AS Windmills. That's a cool name. I mean, maybe when we go to France we'll be AS Windmills. That would be fun. Cool, thanks. Braunschweig, you and him looking for a new challenge makes me have to wait for an extra few seconds, and that's annoying. Let's go to, it should come up, actually, there should be a link to it depending on what happens with the press conference and things. Yeah, here, it should be, it should have been in that one. Alright, never mind. Let's attend the press conference. Yes, I still consider us long shots. I'm confident. Attack. Klein. When you get to, yeah, we've got to focus on it. You can tell they're very, very excited. I always expect the older players. Okay, so I've tried to be as even-handed as possible. Let's just give it one more chance to give me the link to the past fixtures itself. It sometimes does, it sometimes doesn't. I'm not really sure what the criteria actually is for that, but we'll find out. Metallurg have managed to spend and sell no money. So what? Spend and receive no money. Oh, a little tired. Still only 9:30. It's not that late here. I'm just a tired boy. I think I could do with another drink. My throat isn't dry, but my voice feels like my vocal cords feel a bit strained. Let's go to no, stupid boy. Let's go to fixtures, and let's go to past meetings. I feel like there can only be 3 maximum. Oh, they've got a few players out. There are, and we've won all of them. In fact, we beat them 1-0 in the final. We beat them 3 years before that, twice in the group stages, 3-1. Well, that does bode well. I don't know whether or not it means that it's going to happen this time round, so don't get your hopes up. I wish I hadn't looked at that now. How are they doing in the league? Let's go and make ourselves feel bad again. They're second. Comfortably second. They're probably not going to win the league, but there we go. Masha comes in. Hey, Masha, say hi.
Hello.
It's Masha's first appearance on the video. Yeah, for a little while. Thank you. Masha, Lviv are going to play Real Madrid.
Wow, super cool.
Who do you think will win?
Probably Lviv.
Probably Lviv. That's a very kind thing to say. Thank you very much.
Madeleine said hi to you.
Oh yeah? How is she?
She's fine. She's not working.
Not working at all?
No, until 20s. She's saying that she had unpaid leave from the company, but she says that the government pays them.
Yeah, that's like what they're doing in England as well. Cool. All right, then I'll be done with this in a minute, and then we can talk, okay? Cool, right. So we're going to bring in Zion Ashkenazi. We're going to bring in Topalovic instead of Musa Kurt. Dimitra Bindani is going to make the bench over Tim Westrom. And it looks like we've got the best team we can possibly put out. For once, the stars have aligned. Lacroix or Planinset? Lacroix's on decent-ish. All of our strikers are not in good form recently. Over the last 5 games, yes, but the last 2 games, they're not. Klein is okay, but he hasn't played properly. They're playing a weirdly thin formation again, narrow formation. Did we start with Biton? We did. This could, we're playing at home first, right? Okay, so we need to make a statement. Masha brought me some wine, so I'm going to use that to soothe my throat. And it works. Topalovic gets a yellow card within 6 minutes, which is exactly the kind of centre-backing that I like. Cifuentes, determined Henry went for it, and it didn't come off, but it's okay. I like that kind of thinking at this stage. At 6 minutes in, that's fine. 86 minutes in, that's not fine. That's a ridiculous ball. Agustin Stringara, good name. Sounds like some kind of superhero villain. Ona Octem completely wellies it wide. They've got quite a few players out injured. I didn't look through their team, but I noticed that they had at least one player out with a broken leg and a couple more out on what looked like long-term injuries. So it's hard to tell whether or not this is their first team, but like their ideal starting 11. But certainly, it's a good side. They are second in. Get it out, good. Shungu clears Garcia to Bone, to Yero. So Bone is the player that they were sort of prompting me to try and vote for in the, or not vote necessarily for, but sort of big up in the Best Player of the Year award. So great, that's good to know. Croatian Commie gives it to Stringara. Halstenberg gives it to Biton. Biton to determine Henry, now to Lacroix. Biton, huge ball up towards Shungu, but doesn't get there. Bone wins it in the middle to Poco. And now it's their free kick, but Seaman saves. Ashkenazi to Lacroix, now Biton. Determine Henry to Klein. Klein runs past his men. He goes for it, but Agustin just claws it out from underneath the crossbar. That could have been a big moment. Alexeyev now forward. They clear, but we put it back in. They clear again. Kobaridze tackled again. Determine Henry again. Honor Octem again. Nicely done, son. Cifuentes again tackled in midfield. This is very, very nice pressuring what we're doing. Alexeyev now to Shungu. Shungu's huge ball to Lacroix. Determine Henry has it. Up to Klein. Klein running through, but Garcia clears nicely. I was starting to build up to an excited little howl, but we didn't quite get on that particular train. Not yet, anyway. Okay, Alexeyev up towards Klein. Bone gets there, and he's freaking rapid. Man, look at the guy. Sikuarlia. Not a fan of his name, because I can't say it. Sikarulia. That's what I think it is. Sikarulia back to Topoko, who does have a good name. Sounds nice to say in the mouth. Feels nice to say. We need to avoid them scoring too many, if at all. In fact, Topalovic, what are you doing there? But great tackle, and now we break Klein in behind them. Klein crosses, but his cross is deflected back for a corner. Determined Henry to Halstenberg. Agustin manages to make the save fairly comfortably. 40 minutes gone. Biton turns, Commie has it. No, he doesn't. Topoko tackles. Honor Octem goes back towards Bone. Cifuentes, I am stroking my beard in serious frustration here. Oh, Croatian Commie. Maybe not frustration, maybe just sort of anxiety. Ashkenazi's picked up a knock. Are we going to have to take him off? I hope not, because we don't have anyone to replace him. One of the few positions that so he feels he can continue, that's fine. I'm going to tell them that I'm happy with their performance, and I'm going to tell them that there's more to come from them. Or, yeah, you can still improve. Okay, Kobaridze. Cifuentes. So Kobaridze, no! They've scored straight away, 25 seconds after half-time. Okay, can we respond? How do we respond to this, guys? Oh, I thought it was going to be an instant one because we walked it back to the semicircle. But fine, centre circle, not semicircle. It's a full circle. Alexeyev to Shungu. Shungu crosses. Biton. Oh, agonisingly wide. What's happening up front? Lacroix's not playing well. Biton's not playing well. Let's go with a double swap. No, let's go with a triple. Shungu in and Planinsek on. Klein and Planinsek up front. I think that can do it for us. Donkor coming on and Shahata coming on will certainly add more to our attack. We can maybe be a little bit more aggressive. Come on. Oh, Stringara to Bone. Oh, Bone with an absolutely brilliant effort. Would have been some goal, but it didn't go in. So it doesn't matter and no one will ever remember it. 65 minutes. Can we get one? Let's just get a goal. Shahata. Oh, Klein. Man, they're good. They're a good side. Kobaridze into Surimachi to Poco. Bone to Cifuentes. Stingara manages to curl that well wide. Okay, determined Henry's ball comes in. Oh, you fool. Ashkenazi, he's stayed on. Can he do something for us? Oh, also foolish. Okay. Seaman, plays it down the middle where they've got all their players. Why would you do that? And they're players who are like just completely untackleable, it seems, and they've scored again. Fuck. It's a professional job that Real Madrid are doing. Maybe we can start to make a comeback to Palovic, to Holstenberg, Ashkenazi, to Donkor. Ashkenazi. Oh. Seaman manages to save. Very nearly went to 3 there. Halstenberg, huge ball up towards Klein. Donkor drops to Comi. He gives it to Shahata. Shahata's shot goes well over. Lviv fans leaving already. I mean, that's pathetic. That's so poor. There's no reason to be leaving already. We've got a corner now. Come on to Palovic. Oh my God. How is it always like this? I don't fucking understand. And then we just have no chances at all. I mean, it's ridiculous. Augustin to Boateng. Into the middle. Can we at least get one? How are they that good on the ball? It's ridiculous. And then they just fucking give him a corner for no reason at all. Stringara. That's another corner. So we win the ball in the air. In the only place is in the box. We never win the ball in the air other than that. Well, we've lost 2-0. Not good enough. Not good enough at all. Very disappointing. The away leg is going to be very tough. We've won 3-1 at their ground before. There's nothing saying that we can't. There is everything saying that it's unlikely. Okay, fine. He got... So, yeah, he's good. But he's not that... And is he really that much better than... Is he really that much better than our players? No. All right. I'm going to say that we'll see you for the next game, which I think will be straight away. We're going to play, Karpati and then Real Madrid. So I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.